Boys and girls, today I have something to show you. I, hold on. Let me, let me stop the whole damn thing because I was just testing to see, make sure everything works before I throw it all in. I think it is off. Nothing's burning. Okay. Just want to make sure. Dang it, it's raining. Come on. I want to be able to show you. I created a monstrosity. But this monstrosity is beautiful. It, as I'm sure, I claim nothing for original design as far as I definitely didn't create the crafters or the sorters or any of that stuff. But boom, we have the auto crafting, auto sorting mega smelter. This thing is crazy. Oh, hold on. I better turn on my. I haven't even got my chatter up. I bet you Roblox is in there chatting up a storm already. Yeah, that or he's at school. But yes, we have, and it's not done yet. It'd be whatever, not fair, but honest. This is. I built this in creative mode. I am going to. We are going to build this in survival mode. But I wanted to build and see what I wanted to. What's the word? You know, test it out. Make sure, see if my big idea could come together into a working device. And by God, it did. I put all of the things that I've been learning about redstone over the past week or two to use. And there's a couple things about this system. One, there's no mine tracks, no noise. It makes a noise when it shuts off. After it does its auto crafting thing, it'll shut itself off and it makes a click. And that is the only noise that it makes. And I made these lights that indicate when it's working. But yes, you see, you're right here. You can put any bars. I'm actually this. I need to it's just a small addition, just to make add one more sorter for emeralds, sorter crafter to turn emeralds into blocks. But for right now, you can just toss bars in there and it'll turn them into blocks. You can toss stone, cobblestone, or sand, cobblestone, stone in there, and it'll freaking and it'll give you. Oh, honestly, you could even toss clay in there and get bricks. You know what? Let's put that on there. I didn't even think about that. No, I would have to make a brick making system, but that's okay. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I want to add. Um, but yeah, you throw sand, cobblestone, or stone in there, and it'll come out as glass, smooth stone or stone. And then you've got your ore. You just throw ore in here, and it comes out as fully crafted blocks. And and then if this is your fuel system, it runs purely off of coal. I mean, I guess you could run it off of sticks or whatever the hell you want to throw in this box, but just coal's easier. This box will continuously fill every furnace. The blast furnaces, the furnaces, everything. Because there's not just furnaces down. There's blast furnaces down there, furnaces. I was gonna put the cooking, the smokers, but maybe it'll make it. I don't know. I don't ever cook food. I don't. I've turned carrots into gold, and that's what I eat. Like, I got a fire sword, so everything I kill already comes out cooked. But yeah, you keep that fuel system with this box is always empty because I mean it won't. If you can fill it up with coal, it might fill up the system, but you know it's possible. I made it to where the hoppers down there only fill up one stack of stuff and filter the coal around because you would just need so much coal to fill up all those hoppers to get it to filter around. But yeah, you fill that up, and then you got your ore in here, and then bam, it all comes out: copper, iron, gold, glass, stone, smooth stone. And then if anything, I haven't had it happen, since I've fixed the whole system. But if anything messes up, this is your extra chest. Anything that it'll show up over there. God dang, get back off. Jesus. Okay. Well, yeah, we haven't had that happen in a minute. I throw stuff in there just to see. Also, I'm thinking about taking this a step further and making it to where you don't have to separate these boxes. Come on, just leave me alone. Good Lord. It's only whenever I start streaming, this freaking phone starts going off 20 to freaking nothing. I don't even know if that's it. No, I'm not going to Dallas. It's not happening. All right. But I would like to make it to where you don't have to separate this stuff, to where I could just throw whatever into one box and it'll turn it all into whatever. And I can do that. I've already worked out how to do it. I just haven't set this up that way. That would require a sorter in between this box and the furnace system, which is not that complicated to do. Actually, that would be kind of cool. Okay. We'll talk about that later. Also adding some more boxes like bricks and things that this thing could make that I just threw this together. But let's go ahead and we'll get some stuff going here. Some random ores. We'll keep that back up there actually. And then we'll throw in some sand and some of this and some of that. And then we'll do a bunch of bars. And then some random thing to throw in with the bars just to show that you can throw random crap in with the bars. There, that works. Now here's, yes, this box will sort through everything. It'll sort through, it'll just take out the bars, turn them into blocks, and throw everything else into this box. So let's see here. We'll do ore box. We take the ore box and we fill it up with ore. All right, we take the sand and stone box. We'll put some sand and stone in there. And then we got bars here. Throw that in the mix in the middle. And this baby starts cooking. Yeah. Let's give it a second. It might filter through the random items first. Yeah, there we go. Nope, that was a block. Now, so you'll notice when it starts filtering random items through because it goes a lot faster. But yeah, every time it activates and clicks something, and I could make it to where it lights up only the block. Ooh. Yeah, I could make it to where it only lights up the block that it's actually making. It's always something. Indicator lights. But yeah, she's cooking. Now, if you would like, I will show you the grand monstrosity. Because how it all goes into these boxes and comes out to those boxes right behind it, was not easy. Hey, what's up, 2K Mech? Thank you for the follow. You are just in time, my friend. I am revealing the auto crafting, auto sorting mega smelter. And can I call silent a what? A dogmite? No. I don't think I like to call people dogmites. But what I will do is show you the auto crafting, auto smelting mega smelter. Wait a minute. Auto crafting, auto sorting mega smelter. And so you see here, you put ore into these boxes, which I just did. You put sand and stone and cobblestone into this box. And then you can put bars or whatever into this box. You put whatever you want in this box, really. And it'll filter it through. Let's see. Let's put a bunch of crap in there. We'll put a bunch of this crap in there. Let's just filter that through. All right. And all the extra stuff comes up here into the extra box. But you'll see it's crafting everything into blocks. I don't think we've got that far yet. Oh, there we go. It's got smooth stone down there. It'll start cooking through glass and stone here in just a second. But now for the unveiling for the super auto crafting super smelter. Look at this crazy thing. I couldn't believe it all worked. But yes, this is the super smelter. And this literally, it pulls everything down. It puts it through the furnaces. And then, of course, the bars come down this way. Filters everything out, pulls out all the gold, copper, and iron, and then crafts them into their own individual crafting blocks, like this little automatic crafter. Bam! Then everything gets filtered down. Once everything is crafted and blocked up, it goes into the elevator, which my clock system for the elevator makes sure that the system only turns on when there is an item in the bottom dropper, sending it directly to the top 15 blocks up, swinging back around to where it goes through the next sorter and sorts everything into its proper place, bringing us to the beautiful input and output room, where you literally just get to stand in one place and get everything happening come to you. I am super proud of this sucker. I am super proud. Especially little things like this this clock system down here. Now, my original idea was just like this, to where it would get a signal once it realized there was something in the bottom, and it would shoot it to the top, just like it's doing now. But you see right there? You see how 2 items got into it, and now it's stuck? That was the problem. That's why I incorporated this clock system. Let's see here. Get my repeaters and comparators and stuff. This clock system, see here, nope, not that one. It's right here. I don't think it matters whether it's a repeater or a, yeah, it doesn't matter. All right, see, this is getting a signal of a one signal getting brought all the way back around here. What is it doing? Is it really pumping stuff up? It is. Now, since it's in subtract mode, every time this is getting a signal of 1, every time this blinks, it's actually not the 1 signal that's causing the activation. It's when this one goes to 0 that it causes the activation over here, because 1, there's got a signal of 1 coming in here, signal of whatever coming in here, doesn't matter as long as it goes to 0, making this turn into a positive signal. Boom, and that means to where this circuit only activates when there is something in the bottom dropper. Because if you do not do that, let me show you something. If, let's say, you just ran this system constantly, instead of, that's probably what you're thinking, why don't you just run it constantly? Because you'll get this sound. Ooh. Oh, we'll do a repeater. Bam. Let's see here. Let's put something in it. Well, when it's not working, you'll get this sound. Oh. Oh, yeah, I don't have it hooked up. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Comparator. Repeater. You know what? I don't know what I did wrong here. Why? Huh. Or not what I did. It's not really what I did wrong, but... I guess it's a little more difficult for me to break this one. But either way, it only shoots up. The thing is, if this clock system... Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. I just need to hook the clock system to it. You hear that? Whenever there's nothing going through the system, it will do that constantly. Click, click, click. Yeah. Until something's going through the system. And that was driving me insane. So that's why I came up with this system, that it will only use the clock system if there is something in the bottom here. Boom. Now it's kicking things up. Tell me that isn't genius for a one week redstoner. I've went crazy since I figured out this frickin' redstone. But I am so super proud of this system, and it works. It puts all your things in from takes them straight from ore and turns them into whatever the hell you want. And then, like I said, if you want your glass or your stone or even clay, you can throw clay in there. I need to make a thing for bricks. Um, yeah, you can do whatever you need. So this was just to prove that it works. The big test, the true test, is putting it in the real world. But this monstrosity, I don't think I can really make it a whole lot more compact either. I might be able to bring the sides in, but I made those out for a reason. I didn't want any of this redstone because this flicks on and off. These things do. And I don't want it powering blocks, doing crazy stuff. So I just made a air gap. Oops. Yes, the auto crafters. I mean, that's all I did. I took my knowledge because here here over Christmas break, I took the time to learn, why all this stuff works, how it works. I didn't watch videos on how to build it. I read I really read a lot more than I watched anything on how what these are actually doing to operate. And man, ever since it clicked, I've been able to do some amazing stuff. Now this elevator, I didn't watch any videos on this. I just kind of seen if it would work, and it did. Uh, I was really hoping it would. I was like, how am I going to get because this was my biggest problem was the input and output. I didn't want to input here and then have to frickin' go all the way down here to get the output. There had to be a way to bring it to the top, and I wasn't going to use no stinking water elevator or nothing like that. That would just not be efficient. But this thing is super efficient, and it cooks them up there. One tick, and it gets all of it up there. Well, you see how it gets 3 ticks or a couple of ticks in each one anytime it actually needs to go through? That's because it's getting this pulse on top of the clock. So it moves everything all the way through it. Very amazing. All right. Well, I can't just sit here and stare at this all day. Now I got to frickin' play the game too. Did I put any overflow in here? So yeah, and then everything that went overflow, anything that was crapola, I want to be able to do that with this chest. I want to be able to throw everything in here and it just do everything. One chest in, one chest, or whatever, how many chests out, but one chest in. That's one input to all outputs is what we're going for, and it can be done. I can auto sort everything before it goes in there. This is just like a little demonstration of how my system works, how this clock system works. Basically, give this an output of 1. Right, yeah. Now, seeing as how that put it in subtraction mode, and now seeing as how that output, it was 3. You can see the output. See the output right there. Every time I turn this off, boom, we get a 1. So it's the off that actually creates the 1. That inverse reaction. That's an inverter, basically. And it inverts the signal coming from this one. And in this, it will not, this signal, if this is, oh, dang it. If this is 0, then this can click on and off all at once and it'll never change. It has to get a 1 at least from this, and for this to click off and on. Now you can extend the signal by each one of these if you needed it to go further, and then you'll see down there, that's the one that'll click off and on now, right down there. So if you needed to extend that pulse, you could. Pretty cool. And then this is just the auto crafter. It's such a simple system. You literally take the read from that one, feed it into this one's comparator, and the power system, this comparator powers this block, which in turn gives this a signal. Here, let's give it power. Which in turn gives this a signal, which you extend with a repeater into another block, which powers this. Very simple wiring system. And what the crap? And with that is what all this is. This is just 3 auto crafters right next to each other. Auto sorter, auto crafter, clocking system and elevator. I am kind of proud. You don't get to see really, but there's a system of hoppers underneath this that distributes, it distributes the sand and stone evenly amongst the furnaces. It distributes the ore amongst the blast furnaces. And then this distributes coal or whatever fuel amongst all the systems, constantly keeping all of them full. So all you have to do is throw the fuel in here, and it fills the system up. Indicator light, which I'm going to make it to where the indicator actually lights up over each one that's